Have you ever heard of a place where people just seem to vanish? Not in some fictional story, but in the real world. Today we're journeying into the dense, mysterious forests of Lane County, Oregon. A place of stunning natural beauty that hides a chilling secret. It's become known as a disappearance hotspot, and a recent, grim discovery has only deepened the mystery. Picture this: sprawling green forests, winding country roads, and a quiet, rural community. It seems peaceful, right? But beneath this tranquil surface, a pattern of strange disappearances has been unfolding for years. People, often men, have vanished without a trace in this specific area, leaving behind families with nothing but questions and a gnawing sense of unease. Law enforcement has conducted extensive searches, but the vast, rugged terrain often swallows up any clues. It's as if the forest itself is guarding a dark secret. For years, these cases remained separate, individual tragedies, but then, something happened that tied them all together in the most macabre way. A human skull was discovered, found by someone just going about their day in this rural landscape. The skull was weathered, telling a silent story of time spent exposed to the elements. Suddenly, the abstract fear became terrifyingly real. This wasn't just a collection of missing person files anymore. It was potential evidence of a grim fate that had befallen at least one of them. The discovery sent a shockwave through the community and ignited a firestorm of speculation. Who did the skull belong to? Could it be one of the missing individuals that locals have been whispering about for years? The Lane County Sheriff's Office immediately launched an investigation, sending the skull for forensic analysis. They needed answers: DNA testing, dental records, anything that could give a name to this person and perhaps a clue as to what happened to them. Let's talk about some of the people who have disappeared in this area, because these aren't just statistics. They are real people with families who miss them dearly. There's a common thread running through many of these cases. Often it involves individuals whose cars were found abandoned on the side of a remote road. Take the case of one man whose truck was found, keys still in the ignition, his wallet and phone left behind. He was just gone. Another vanished after telling friends he was going for a drive in the woods. His car was later located, but there was no sign of him. These aren't isolated incidents. Over the years, a disturbing number of similar stories have emerged from this specific part of Lane County. The official explanations often lean towards individuals getting lost in the wilderness, succumbing to the elements, or perhaps choosing to disappear. But for the families and many locals, these explanations don't quite add up. Why would so many people, in the same general area, leave their vehicles and all their belongings behind to simply walk into the forest and never be seen again? The pattern is too specific, too unsettling to ignore. This is what makes the discovery of the skull so pivotal. It's the first piece of concrete, physical evidence in a long time that suggests something more sinister might be at play. The question on everyone's mind is this an isolated incident, or is it the first clue to unlocking a much larger, darker puzzle? Could one person be responsible for what happened, or is there something else about this particular stretch of wilderness, some hidden danger that we don't yet understand? Theories have been swirling. The internet is buzzing with amateur sleuths and true crime enthusiasts trying to connect the dots. Some speculate about a potential serial predator who uses the remote, dense forests as a hunting ground, knowing that the terrain makes it incredibly difficult for law enforcement to find evidence. The abandoned cars fit this theory. It suggests the victims may have been stopped or lured from their vehicles. Others wonder if there's a different kind of danger lurking in those woods. The area is remote and sparsely populated. Could it be a case of people running into illegal operations deep in the forest and witnessing something they were unsupposed to see? In such a scenario, disappearing them would be a way to silence them permanently. It's a chilling thought, but in remote areas, it's not outside the realm of possibility. And then there are the more fringe theories, born from the deep-seated folklore of the Pacific Northwest. People talk about the ancient secrets the forests hold, tales passed down through generations. While law enforcement focuses on tangible evidence, the unsettling nature of these disappearances has opened the door for all kinds of speculation about what might be hiding in the shadows of those towering trees. As the forensic team works to identify the skull, the community holds its breath. An identification would be a monumental step forward. It would first and foremost bring some semblance of closure to a grieving family. They would finally know the fate of their loved one, even if it's the worst possible news. But beyond that, it could provide investigators with the first real thread to pull on. Knowing who the victim is allows them to re-examine that person's last known movements, their connections, and any potential threats they may have faced. This single piece of bone could be the key that transforms these cold cases into an active multi-victim investigation. It could help establish a timeline, a location, and perhaps even a cause of death. Was this person lost, or were they a victim of foul play? The condition of the skull and any other remains found nearby could tell a story that the victim no longer can. Every mark, every fracture, every detail is being scrutinized for clues. The psychological impact on the local community cannot be overstated. What was once a place of recreation and solitude is now tinged with fear. A walk in the woods doesn't feel the same when you know people have vanished there. Every abandoned car on the side of the road now raises alarm bells. The sense of safety has been fractured. Residents are more cautious, more aware of their surroundings, and more determined than ever to find answers. This case is a stark reminder that even in our modern world, with all its technology, there are still places where the wild is truly wild, and where mysteries can endure for years. The Lane County Skull mystery is a complex puzzle with many missing pieces. It's a story about loss, fear, and the relentless pursuit of truth in the face of the unknown. The forest holds its secrets close, but with this new discovery, there's a glimmer of hope that at least one of those secrets may soon be brought into the light. As we wait for more information from the investigators, the questions hang heavy in the air. Who is the person whose skull was found? How did they die? And most importantly, are they connected to the other people who have vanished in this eerie corner of Oregon? We will be following this case closely and will bring you updates as soon as they become available. The truth is out there, somewhere within the deep dark woods of Lane County. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. If you found this story as compelling as I did, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more investigations into intriguing mysteries. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you won't miss any updates on this case. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next video.